So I grew up in Karachi, Pakistan, and then we moved to New Jersey basically around 2004, 2005, when I was around 13 years old. I remember one of the key moments was at high school graduation. You know, my name gets called for a scholarship, and I had no idea what it was for. And they say the scholarship is for overcoming adversity, and it was sort of a way for me to reflect back on, at that point, 6 years being in the U.S. and what I started with and where I had come. And I knew at the time that there was still a long way to go.
I'm Hussain's elder brother. Some may say the better brother. This is my daughter, Seher. She's not interested in this movie. Some people say Hussain was allergic to a lot of food when he was young. I think he was just spoiled.
I'm Hussain's mom. I just want to say I'm proud of him, and I won't say now he's a confident young man, but he was born confident.
You feed them, grow them, groom them, and today we are seeing the fruit of that. Oh, really, that's wonderful. I'm so proud of him.
So we're supposed to say good things, right?
And so coming to Michigan was again saying, let's pull yourself out of the comfort zone, just like you did when you moved to the U.S., and let's get better through it. And so being here was different because you didn't know anybody here. You weren't surrounded by people that were all like you. So now you're with people that are from the UP or from Canada or from California, etc. And very different ideas, very different backgrounds, and you learn from them. Of course, my name being Hussain and being from Pakistan, there are obstacles and challenges that come with that. This is a message to everyone that those are things that you shouldn't let get in your way as you are on your way to succeed. The one thing that any student really hopes for in any institution is at least just the avenue to pursue their passions, right? You may not be handed everything, but at least the opportunities be provided to you. And I think U of M does that really well. If you wanted to do global stuff, there are 8-9 countries that you can travel to through the University of Michigan School of Dentistry. If you wanted to do research, we get the highest amount of funding in research of any dental school. If you wanted to be more education-minded, there's an elective for that. And there are mentors that are ready to just mentor you. One of the experiences I had in Kenya that stayed with me has been being at a school that we go to regularly. And so our last night there, we're out in their park. It's a boarding school, so they have a bedtime, so we were just trying to have as much fun as possible. One of us was playing music, and these kids were just having a ball. So we're all dancing together and just having a great time. All that anxiety of being seen by dentists has gone away, and we've just formed these instant relationships with like hundreds of kids that we share so little with at times. And then comes their bedtime, and they all have to now go back to their rooms. And so we follow some of them back into their rooms, and of course they don't want to go back. And then we step into one or two of the rooms, and guess what? They're all brushing their teeth. And it's such a small thing, but it's such a powerful thing to see that maybe for a little bit you've made a difference. We got so many hugs trying to just get out of the dorm. And then we all got into our little van, the 10 of us, got in our car and left. And that was the end of a week, our first week in Kenya, and all of us left that place crying. Not because we felt bad for anybody, it was honestly just, we knew that there was so much that we take for granted on a regular basis, and there's so much that they don't have. But for those 24 hours or 48 hours, we were able to share our lives together, and you may not see those kids again, but you had that experience, and you can keep that experience with you for a long time. And that sort of that love that you get from the kids is something that is really hard to find otherwise.
He's probably one of the most motivated, confident men that I know. You know, he's everything that he puts his mind to, he does. So we're super proud of him, and we know he's going to do great things in his life.
And he's a bit of a brat.
But overall, he's like really super hardworking. He's pretty much a self-made man. He's really dedicated and does all on his own. So I'm really proud of him.
He's done tremendous amount of work to get here. So we're very, very proud of him.
Well, I think the message coming out of all of this is sometimes you go through hardships that at the time seem like they're really setting you back, but sometimes those things are exactly what leads you to be successful also. So take every challenge and obstacle that you face with a sense of optimism that, you know what, I'm going to make the best out of what I have, and sometimes the best does come out of those things.